up with the kind of systems a TCS is able to put in place? How productive were government employees during the lockdown in your view, sir?
Yeah, hi Rahul, and a very good question. Actually, it's been quite a smooth transition all around, as far as I'm concerned, and I think that's the case in most government offices. So, we were actually quite well prepared in the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, because we had been functioning in many ways virtually for the last 3 or 4 years. Ever since the Modi government came in, they encouraged strongly what we call e-office, so the movement of files electronically. And 3.5 years ago, we were basically, we had very few paper files. We also did a lot of virtual capacity building with the state governments during the scaling up of capacity building and behavior change during the Swachh Bharat campaign. So in many ways, we were quite equipped, with the use of technology. Coming to the lockdown, actually, as they say, never let a crisis go to waste. So people have laptops, officers, our consultant teams, they're working from home. We've used different technologies to connect. And actually, many meetings have become more efficient. People have started speaking less, they're getting to the point. And all the teams, whether it's the Jal Jeevan Mission team or the Swachh Bharat team connecting with state governments, they're also getting used to this. It took a little bit of getting used to in some states, but now all the regular programs, the annual implementation program, the planning ahead, this has been a fantastic opportunity to do a lot of housekeeping, to clean up the MIS. So there's a lot of focused effort, a lot of commuting time has been saved. Now I think, you can never really substitute for face-to-face meetings and traveling to states, but I think we are going to get used to the new normal very soon, which is working virtually. I think a lot of flexi time will come in the future.
And I don't say this, Mr. Iyer, with any disrespect, but there are elements in government who are known to be unproductive even when they're in office and you supposedly have their boss nearby. How are you keeping an eye on employee productivity? And I know that they're very hardworking bureaucrats as well, but there's a certain section of government officials who aren't necessarily quite as hardworking, not always plugged in. How do you know that they're working? How are you keeping an eye on that?
Yeah, I think overall, everyone has sort of risen to the challenge, Rahul. These are unprecedented times, and I think people have really risen to it. And in that sense, all the work which we normally do has gone on very smoothly, whether it's getting financial sanctions issued at the end of the financial year. So we're very confident that almost the entire team is functioning as one unit. And in fact, in many cases, we are finding that a lot of thinking has gone on, a lot of strategizing has gone on. We do have a skeleton team because, I'm also fulfilling another role in the Empowered Group on supply chain and logistics. So we have a few people who still come to office, including myself, and we sit there, we practice social distancing. We are getting used to functioning in this way, but for the most part, it is virtual. And whether you're at home or in office, I think this is going to become the new normal going forward.